let's look at the data source, and the data source identifies the people that are talking based on a number. But there's another data source, I think it's a SQLite database, that does have the correlation between the number and the user. So there's still some work to do. But the main point I wanted to get out is at least people be aware that if there's a recorded conversation that's being transcribed by AI, at least you have a report that tells you, hey, there's something here, and you can read it. And then, like Heather says, you can follow up with the recordings and the like. Which, again, side note, there's been a lot of tools that do AI transcription from body cam recorders and stuff, and agencies have tried it, and they found out that it's better for the agent to just, or the investigator to just listen and write it versus transcribe it for many reasons. But that's another topic for another day. Now, I wanted to show to everybody all these data sources as you parse it. I think it's protobuf originally, and then you turn it into a JSON file. The utility of using graphical JSON viewers to do your analysis. That's what I would like to everybody to kind of walk away with this in this section. Okay, if you look at JSON, let's say as you see here on the left column, it's indented. That means that it tells you the relationship based on what position it is, right? The farther away the data is, well, the more related is to what's underneath, right? And the less related is going to be to what's on the left, right? So, and like a hierarchical structure. But this is hard. Like try to make sense of what goes where. When it's kind of going in and out, in and out, in and out, it's tough, right? If you look at JSON that's pre-printed or properly indented, it's hard. But if you look at a graph, it's not that it's easy, but at least you can see a lot of those relationships graphically way faster and way easier. Like in this sense, I see this big graph. It's hard to see on the screen, but you see all this JSON, right? And I see, well, these things on the far left are definitely the entry points, right? So let me focus on that. And you'll see if you focus, it's all the graphical. Look how easy I did that analysis. I look, oh look, there's 13 items in this JSON. And you see that little bracket, that means it's a list. So it's 13 things in a list, one after the other. Well, let's analyze some of those. Let me take away the comments from the stage so folks can see better here on their own screen. There we go. So let's go to the top here. So if I go to the top here, you'll see, oh look, there is the first item. Here's the one here of that list. Oh look, it's a dictionary. You see the squiggly brackets there, 2 keys. Oh, it's a dictionary. It's 2 keys. Let's look at this first one here. You have O, a timestamp, that's Uni's epoch timestamp, and a number. And then you hear, did you just hear that? The next message, a timestamp and a number. And then the answer is yep, a timestamp and a different number. So now I can see I see every item, it's part of that conversation as being transcribed. And then you got user number 2 saying things and user number 3 responding or talking or doing whatever the person is doing. And now I can go graphically kind of just analyze this. This helps me a lot because then when I'm gonna code this thing, I know that what I need is really pretty much in this first list. Now you'll have situations where you might need to start digging deeper into that JSON to get things all the way in here. But guess what? By having it graphically organized this way, if you know a little bit of coding, you'll be able to pick out even far off values from keys all the way out here because you know what the path you need to take based on the graphical interface. Does that make sense here to you a little bit?
Yeah, I love it.